Thank you very much, creatives, for tuning in for another episode with Fafa. So, today I'm going to be talking all things corned beef and my favorite brand of corned beef and why it is, and also how to make the most amazing filling for your sandwiches, your wrap, your stir fry, and even your pies. Yes, it does go a long way. So if this is your first time, you're welcome. Thank you very much for tuning in. Please don't forget to click the subscribe button whilst you're here. And eventually, if you do like the video, also give it a thumbs up. Thank you. So I started off with my corned beef that I got from M&S. Yes. That is the best corned beef I've ever had. Now, please bear in mind, this is not a sponsored ad at all. This is my own personal review, and I hardly ever do this. But when I tasted this, I was like, how come I've actually missed this? It is incredible. So you definitely need to grab one. Anyway, so to a frying pan, I've added my oil, and I'm just going to allow it to warm up just for about 2 to 3 minutes. And to that, I'm going to be adding some butter. Yes, menum there. You can just use your butter straight away, but you need the oil so that, when you put it in the fridge, it just doesn't come too hard in that sense. Yes, absolutely. So here I'm adding my banana shallots. You don't necessarily need to use that, but it makes a big difference. You can use your normal onions, that works equally well. And to that, I've also just dropped in my bay leaf. The beauty about this corned beef is, even though it's in a medium-sized, tin, it is packed with meat, absolutely. So here, my onions, my butter, a little bit of oil, my bay leaf, they've just fried for about that 3 minutes on that gentle heat. Yes, because this is a filling that we're making, so this is not going to be on a high heat at all. So I've added the corned beef, and of course I'm just going to crash it, and it's going to melt in about 4 minutes anyway. When I say melt, it's just going to absorb the flavors that I've just added here. And I think this looks good. Now I need to add some moisture to this. So what do? So here I do have my slow roasted baby plum tomatoes that I've always reserved in that container there. So you just grab your baby plum tomatoes or cherry tomatoes, drizzle a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of salt, and then just slow roast it in your oven at 135 degrees for about 40 to 45 minutes, and you end up with this beauty. Then drizzle with a little bit of olive oil into a container and refrigerate it, and use it as and when your recipe requires it. So I did add a few of my roast plum tomatoes, and here I've got my garlic slices that I'm adding to the mixture. If you don't want to add that, you can omit it altogether, but this makes a difference to my dish. And I did tell you it was going to be melting, and you can just tell it is melting, and it has got the moisture, but it's not too wet. It's just so. So now I'm going to be adding that residual kick of a flavor and as well as a licorice flavor to my dish. So I've got my vagba or asanka, which is the clay ball with internal ridges, and my wooden pestle, and I'm grinding the Guinean smoked red chili into that flaky texture. You can use your normal red flakes, not a problem. But yeah, I had to pay homage to my heritage again. So yeah, I've got that, and to that I'm going to be adding my favorite spice, which is the aniseed. Now the aroma of aniseed is of licorice flavor and is incredible. And it just makes you happy in a way. You can omit this altogether, but you know what, just try it. You might just like it a little bit more. So now that I've got my mixture here, I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit over my corned beef. Yes. And that gives it that residual heat. Now you notice, of course, I did not add any salt to this. No, because the corned beef is perfectly salted, so you don't need it. So just added a little bit, and this is my filling that is ready. Now I use this for my sandwich, my stir fry. Yes, very quick, very easy. It does work. Or my wraps. Now when I am going to use this to make my pies, I then also include my homemade yogurt. Yes. Now if you want to learn how to make your own yogurt, I'll leave a link in the description box below. Now I'll leave a link as well at the top there so you can actually watch how I made it in a previous video. So the yogurt would add that sort of creamy, tangy flavor to the corned beef, which is incredible, by the way. That's like my little secret twist, and it just makes the filling moist. So even after baking, when you bite into it, is nice and moist, and that's the reason why I do add that. And you notice that all the way through, I've just cooked this on that medium to very low heat. Yes, this is ready for you to even reserve in the fridge once it cools down and use it as and when your recipe requires it. As I mentioned, I did make my pie with this filling as well, and it was incredible. I mean, I would say so. But I've got an incredible recipe, yes, coming up, where I have used my homemade brown bread, yes, and some eggs, yes, and of course my filling. I just wanted to keep this video short, so I'll see you in the next video. But not until I appreciate my notification gang, who are just incredible, positive group. Thank you very much. And to my loyal subscribers as well, thanks for subscribing and keep coming back. Me love you for you. I'll see you all in my next video. And of course, don't forget, I'll leave the list of ingredients and measurements on my blog Ndudu by Fafa.blogspot.com. So do check it out. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. It's Ndudu by Fafa, so pass by and say hi. Noral, thank you very much for my theme song. And until my next experience with you guys, me love you for you. Toodles.